Liam, an opening day win against your former club, is that the perfect way to start your Betfred Championship campaign as Halifax Panthers head coach?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Everybody wants to get out of the blocks in round one, don't they? We're no different. Obviously nice to get one over Dewsbury, having been there, but yeah, just 2 points on the board, so pleasing.
It was a real attritional affair in, as you said, after the game, really difficult conditions, so you must have been pleased with the resilience that the side showed to never give up and to keep pounding away until we got the result in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking back on the game, we played really well, and the conditions and how heavy it was underfoot, there was very little bang for your buck in terms of when you started doing, or when you were doing good things, you didn't get the instant reward that you might get on a firmer surface. So it took a long time to sort of get that reward, which came at the back end of the game. And we're trying to work on that mentality of being in the fight to the end and taking games deep. And last week were a good example of that. And I think, I mentioned it after the game, but the pivots as a whole kept nice and cool, which means everyone else stays calm and you can keep doing your job and give yourself that chance in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, we went down to 12 men due to the sin bin of Jacob Fairbank. We conceded on it at that point. They then lost the man and we sort of kicked on with some of our flair players. It's been announced just earlier today that Bob's going to get a 1-game ban for that. What was your initial viewing of that incident, and what do you feel about the ban and how that's going to affect the side?
Yeah, obviously disappointing for Bob, who's been playing really, really well, and for us going into that Bradford game losing a senior player. I think one match is fair. There was no malice in it. You kicked out trying to get a quick play of the ball. Unfortunately, he caught a Dewsbury player, so we haven't really got any arguments with that. So yeah, we'll have to do without Bob next week, and it'll be an opportunity for somebody else. He's gutted because he loves nothing more, as we all know, playing against Bradford. But he'll still have a big part to play next week in motivating the group and making sure that they understand the magnitude of that game.
As we keep mentioning, some heavy legs on a heavy pitch over there, but any injuries to come out of that match or anything to report on anyone coming back?
No, not at the minute, no. Stalemate on that for now. So just keep monitoring those that are injured and keeping his fingers crossed for lads going out there, keeping doing the job, and also staying relatively injury free at the minute, which we need to do. But it is what it is. It's part of the game, and we'll deal with what we have to deal with when we have to deal with it.
Just a one-league game, and then we're straight back to the Betfred Challenge Cup, back to the Shay, another home game, and it don't get much better than this. Last year's Super League Grand Finalists, Catalans Dragons, coming to town. It's a massive game and one that you can really throw everything into. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. We're keen to get on with our championship season, but at the same time, we've earned the right to have a crack at a Super League team and a top 4 Super League team at that. Obviously, a really good challenge for us against a really good, well-coached team. Steve McNamara has been there a long time now, and he's got them playing a really consistent brand of rugby and really physical, and they're going to be a massive challenge for our lads physically first and foremost, and obviously within that they've got a hell of a lot of talented players and skillful players, and it's going to be a free hit for us, but a good challenge and hopefully an enjoyable day too.
We've played a couple of championship teams, a League One side, a couple of amateur sides. This is a completely different prospect, a top class Super League team coming. Does it give you a chance to maybe sort of set a standard and sort of figure out where you're at in terms of the work that you've done in pre-season? That's coming through.
It gives you a look at what the level's like at Super League and what the level's like at the top end of Super League, and I think it's not unfamiliar to a lot of this squad that played against St Helens last year and had a really good crack and have done in previous years. I think that they'll probably tell you more than me at this stage, but it's just the relentless nature of it. They don't do anything that's completely alien to anybody in rugby terms, but the size, the strength, and the monotony of just coming time after time after time and being physical and not dropping off with that tempo, and the physicality is the difference between the two levels, as you would expect with one league being full time and one being predominantly part time. So really big challenge and one we're excited about.
So that's maybe what their strengths are and where their strengths lie. What are you hoping to see from our boys? What are you hoping that they put out there in that performance?
Well, same as every week. Stick together, show some spirit and some character and some toughness. Try and play our game and challenge them as best we can, and see what we get out of it, and see if we can push them for any sort of distance, and sort of and challenge them and give them something to worry about. If we do that and we put in a performance that we're worthy of, then we'll be proud of our efforts, and we'll get whatever we get out of the game.
Finally, and like I said, another game at the Shay, top class rugby league players coming down. It's certain to be a really good spectacle, and one that you'd hope that the fans would get behind, with all the activities and pre-match entertainment, and then obviously the top class game of rugby league itself that's going to be happening after that.
Yeah, definitely. You know, the only downside to getting Catalans in the Challenge Cup is they're not going to bring a load of fans over from France for obvious reasons. So we have to get down there as Halifax fans and get behind the lads and create that atmosphere, and also get down and see some world class players that have played all around the world in different competitions, and just enjoy the spectacle of that, and hopefully enjoy our lads getting stuck into a really good, two-time grand finalist in the last 3 years team.
Liam, bon chance, very best of luck.
Cheers.